In this video, we're going to be showing you a new function that we added to EasyStone 3. And this function is only available in the latest beta release, which is version 2. So if you have EasyStone version 3 open and it doesn't say beta release 2, then you know you don't have the most current beta release. So make sure you download the most current one from the website. Just go to our store and click on the freebie section, and there you'll find the demo for EasyStone version 3 beta release 2. So in beta release 2, we added a new tab called fonts, and there are several new functions that we're going to be adding as it relates to fonts. But the first one is the convert to single line font, and of course this is the most basic type of rhinestone font. You use it in lots and lots of different designs. And so what we're going to do here is show you a real simple one. We're going to just type out the word princess, and we're going to use mural script for this example. Let's make it 7 inches wide. Alright, so there's the word princess. So we're going to go ahead and click on convert to single line font, and you can see it does a reasonably good job. Now, no rhinestone software is going to get it perfect spot on, but we have some great tools here in EasyStone that's going to make the editing process fairly easy. Now let's look at what we have here. You can see we have a path, and then we have stones applied to that path. So we need to get rid of the paths because we don't need those. So we'll select all of those, come to the stone tab and hit delete stone paths because we don't need those anymore. So let's take a look at the letter S. Now the letter S is perfect. We don't need to adjust that. Now what about the letter E? Well, the letter E needs some work, right? So we have an overlapping stone here, so we'll delete that one. And then this stone is touching. So let's just position this stone where we want it. And now what I want to do is I want to just kind of reshuffle and respace all of these stones for the letter E. Really simple to do. So we're going to grab our 3-point curve tool here in CorelDRAW, and using the existing stones as a guide, we're just going to snap out a new path. Doesn't need to look pretty. It just needs to basically somewhat look like the shape of our E. So you can see it's not anything real pretty, but if we go to the editing tab and hit respace, it's good enough. So you see how all those stones kind of shifted around? Now the spacing to me is a little bit loose. So what we're going to do is select a stone, hit the plus key on our keyboard, that makes it duplicate, click our path and hit respace again. Take a look at that spacing, and that spacing is just what I want. And now you can see how easy it was to make that small little edit there. And of course we have our letter C here, which I'm just going to move down and over a little bit. And then we have our letter N, which we're going to just make a small change there. We're going to grab our lasso tool to pick up all of these stones for this letter N and nudge them over a little bit, something like so. Up top here, these stones are a bit close together. So just a small little tweak there, and maybe add an extra stone down there. That will kind of finish off our letter N. Now the letter I here, pretty basic. What we're going to do with our letter I is we're going to move it down just a little bit, add a stone to the top, and then of course we have to add the little dot for our letter I, like so. Now what are we going to do for the letter R here? Well, for the letter R, we're going to add a stone, and we're going to go ahead and grab our 3-point curve tool, draw out a curve, and then hit that respace function. Now you can see the spacing is a little bit too loose, so we'll go ahead and make a duplicate, select the path again, and respace it again. That's better. So then we're going to go ahead and take these stones. I'm just going to nudge that one over. We'll go ahead and delete one here. That takes care of that. And then probably what I'll do here is go ahead and add a stone to the bottom. Okay, so that takes care of that. And then finally, for the letter P here, I'm going to add a stone to the bottom, first of all. Maybe 2. And then what I'm going to do is grab my 3-point curve tool, draw a new path, hit that respace function. That'll get her pretty close. Decide if I'm happy with that spacing. Let's see if we can fit one more stone in there. So let's go ahead and hit respace again. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. And then that's pretty much it for the letter P. I think that looks pretty good. So what we'll do is we'll select our letter P here. We'll nudge it over a little bit. And I think that's pretty good. So we'll go ahead and select the whole word, come to the Stone tab and delete our stone paths. Select the whole word, go to the Miscellaneous tab and choose Add Weed Box. And there's the finished product, Princess. So you can see, pretty easy to do using that new Convert to Single Line Font feature in conjunction with that really wicked cool respace feature will make editing single line fonts really simple. And we're going to show you more elaborate fonts and some different techniques that we use using that respace feature in conjunction with the Convert to Single Line font on a more elaborate script type fonts where things are a little bit more complicated. So thanks for watching.